with our conversation. And like, well, if you want to talk about more, they're Saints fans too, and I was having a good time with them.
Good. Jerry's driving. I haven't been there in so long.
They're one of the few places in Pensacola that don't accept credit or debit cards.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta use the
Gotta have
ATM
cash,
machine.
yeah.
Yeah.
I dig sticking it to the man.
And then they charge you $1.25 to get money out the ATM machine.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Last time I was there, I had to do it.
Phillies used to do that. I don't know if they still do.
They don't.
I do know he hates Mexican people though.
I was at Phillies a month ago.
Did
and,
you see that article that the Phillies guy wrote about shooting Mexicans with 50 cals from the wall?
Yeah.
Legal,
We're
allowing
this
us
mic's
to
not
have
on
50
right now,
cals. Why does it matter?
Okay.
He's
Yeah, I guess
still-
fuck it, who
it
cares?
doesn't
Like-
matter. I didn't say it. He did.
Yeah, I guess right.
He said he wanted to give out 50 cals and have them up on the wall so they could shoot people, shoot Mexicans like across the wall. But the coyotes hate them.
They are bombs.
Yeah, they're
Literally bomb. Look.
They suck. And they
All right,
can't
what's up,
fight.
guys? Welcome to the Underground Pub Show here on the Pippy K Multiverse Network. This is episode number 25. My name is Schreiber. I'm right here with my man
Bobo's off camera.
Bobo, who's
Bobo,
off
get
camera.
back on the camera.
Are you sure? I'm right here though.
No, he's hiding.
There he is.
Come in nice and
There's
close,
Bobo. So I'm
There
here
we
as
go.
always with Bobo and CJ, and I've also got some special
What's
guests
up?
with us. Nick Cote and Adam McFall from Arsonwave. They're joining us today.
What's
Glad to be
up?
here.
What's up, guys? How y'all
He
doing?
looks like
Wonderful.
He's sitting in the back of the booth, like behind you guys.
Yeah.
In the back of the booth. This seems a little
We're actually
odd.
It
sitting
actually
on-
looks realistic, like he's on the booth. Like,
It's Adam Claus.
Tell me what you want for
The
Christmas.
thing I love about the way this looks right now is a sea of black shirts, and then here CJ over there just rocking red hat, red
Looking
shirt,
like a candy cane without the
Hey,
Yeah.
where's the
We-
bartender at? Can we get a drink?
Yeah, right. Like bartender. Like,
I gotta
no,
bring some
service.
color into this
Service.
well, you do very well, CJ. We appreciate you for it, man.
show. Oh, you're very welcome. That's what I do.
Hell yeah. Well, thank y'all very much for tuning in tonight, episode 25. This is the last episode before the Super Bowl
Whoa,
Which is-
ho,
going on this Sunday.
ho.
So yeah, this Sunday we got the Super Bowl between the Falcons and the Patriots. We're gonna be talking a lot about that. We've got a lot of other stuff going on in the sports and entertainment world that's gonna be brought up throughout the throughout the evening. Before we continue though, like I said, we got a couple special guests: Nick Cote, Adam McFall from Arsonwave. Before we get into that though, Nick, from what I understand, before we get into all this, my history with these guys. I've known these guys for a long time, been friends with them for a long time. We played in bands together for a hot minute. I guess it
Yep.
was like what, 3 years, something like that.
3-4 years.
3-4 years.
Long time. Touring, everything.
I think we broke as many stages as we did brain cells during that time.
we spent a lot of time spooning in a van
We did.
in some strange
It was
town.
not gay, but it did happen. Like,
A lot of times.
Why does spooning have to be gay? I thought it was just
not,
something
man.
that
It's
good
not.
friends do
When
with
you- when
each
you know
other.
the-
People do that professionally. Actually, you can
Right.
get people get paid money to just spoon and cuddle people.
Absolutely.
Dang, I need an application.
But the reason I actually invited these guys here, particularly Nick, Nick, you played football in high school, correct?
Yeah.
At Milton High School,
Yeah.
and
was
weren't
fun.
you a teammate of Cortland Finnegan?
Yeah, I was. Yep. I knew he was 2 years older than me. I got to play on the team when we went to the state semifinals.
Just a little closer.
We ended up losing to St. Augustine, and it actually ended up going to appeal, and they found out that St. Augustine's coaches had paid the referees, and they called a legal man downfield on our wide receiver. It was a home game. It was not good.
Really?
Terrible. Yep.
That's a bunch of bullshit. Did they ever like reverse the decision, or was just
No, we didn't get shit. They actually went on to play Belle Glades and got their ass whooped.
how did Corton take it, or Cortland
Not
take
good.
it? Not at all.
No, pretty much like anybody, man. Yeah.
Did you ever keep in touch with him, like when he went to the NFL and whatnot?
Not really at all. I saw him probably for the first time in 10 years when our head coach just passed away last year, Coach Mack.
I heard about that.
And
yeah.
we were all at the funeral and hadn't seen him in a long time. Good dude, super humble. Loves Milton High School too. He actually paid for all 3 football teams' uniforms, home and away, recently.
I actually read about that too. Like, he seems like a pretty humble guy outside of the fact that he pissed off what was it? The Texans wide receiver.
Andre Johnson.
Yeah, Andre Johnson. He got him so mad that he fucking took his helmet off and shit. Like,
Oh yeah, and that is so funny because that is just like Cortland, man. Like he was always the one in a fight at practice or something, or in a game or something going on, hothead, and that's why he kicks ass at defense.
Heard that, yeah. The Saints were looking at him there for a little while towards the offseason last year.
Yeah,
but
I read that. Yeah.
For one reason or another, they didn't go with him. But maybe they should have. Who knows? But yeah, like I said, we got the Super Bowl this weekend. The Falcons and the Patriots, and
the commercials.
And the commercials, the great Super Bowl
The best
commercials
part.
that we always have. So Bobo, I'm gonna go ahead and start with you on this one. What are you most looking forward to with this game coming up this Sunday?
Nothing. I have to work.
Do you really?
Yeah, I just realized I had the weekend shift. The beginning of the month of each month. I work one weekend at where I work at, and didn't come to realize it until like 2 days ago. I'm sitting there, and we're trying to figure out if we're gonna have a chili cook-off at Coyotes on Saturday, and then we're like, well, let's do squares on Sunday. Bobo, you want to do some squares? I'm like, yeah, I'll do a chili cook-off. I'll host on Saturday, and then I'm like, wait, fuck, I work on Saturday, and I work on Sunday. I was like, holy shit, I work on Saturday and Sunday.
What time do you get off on Sunday?
It's 2 to 11.
God damn, really?
Yeah. I mean, it's at home. I work from home, so I can sit back and watch the game and work, and it's probably going to be rather slow, but I'm not really going anywhere or doing anything. And if work calls in, then I have to shut everything down and focus on that. So it can happen anytime. So chances I'll be missing chunks of the game, but I do want to see Brady just do Brady things, because unlike most people that aren't
Falcons fans,
that aren't New England fans, I actually like Brady.
Yeah.
I'm a Green Bay fan, and I like Brady. I think Brady's one of the greatest quarterbacks I'm ever going to probably ever see.
Well, if
is
he
the
wins this
greatest.
game this Sunday, he'll have won the most Super Bowls of any quarterback ever.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah.
So I really appreciate that. I also appreciate that Belichick is a mastermind and is good at what he does. And people always talk about this and that. I'm like, whatever. If Brady wasn't there, he'd still win them, or if Brady wasn't there, he wouldn't win them. It doesn't matter how or what would happen. This is what happened, and this is what they're doing with it. And they're doing quite well with it. So all the what ifs, whatever, fuck it. This is what's happening right now. And they're probably going to win another one.
That's kind of what I'm hoping for too, man. All right, moving over to Nick Cote. How are you feeling about the Super Bowl this Sunday? Who do you like, and what are you looking forward to seeing?
Well, I've always been a fan of the underdog, so I'm rooting for the Falcons on this one. But I really think that the Pats are going to take it. Bobo just said, Tom Brady is he doesn't make mistakes, and with a young secondary with the Falcons, I think that is going to be a big issue. But they are the number one defense at the same time. But Brady is known for being as good as he is for playing up against defenses like that, and
he's got enough rings to put on his entire left hand.
I think it's going to be a track meet though, because both offenses are great, straight up, and it's going to come down to defenses. I've always said defense wins championships, so it's going to come down to what defense is on par that night.
Very very well spoken, Adam back there. Who you liking between these two teams? What are you looking forward to seeing this Sunday at the Super Bowl?
Well, honestly, I would kind of like to see the Falcons lose, just because I don't like the Falcons, for one. But fortunately and unfortunately, they are a great team, obviously, because they're making it to the Super Bowl. And, great defense, and the Pats are going to have a hard time, but I think the Pats are going to pull it out.
Who are you a fan of?
I'm a New Orleans Saints fan.
I know.
That's pretty obvious there. I'm from New Orleans. So I'm gonna
poor
root for them.
bastards.
He's actually from New Orleans.
Yeah.
So he gets a pass on that one.
You guys and your fucking Saints, man.
Why does it have to be the fucking Saints?
You tell me. Did you see their performance this year?
Yeah.
Yes, I watched every single game this year because I'm a fan of
And that
my
guy
team.
was still inbounds, by the way.
He was out of
He
bounds.
was inbounds.
No,
He
he
was
was
out.
out of bounds.
He was inbounds.
He was out of bounds. You know
Your
what?
season was out of bounds. He was inbounds.
Okay, our season might have been out of bounds, but you know what?
That play.
It happens, and it sucks that the Falcons are in the Super Bowl. And as a fan of the Saints, it pains me to say this, but they have the best offense in the league, and they have a good shot about beating the Patriots this weekend.
It's going to be a really good
does
Super
look that
Bowl.
way, yeah.
They got two great running backs. Matt Ryan's been getting out of the pocket a lot more. With
Blunt time, though, dude. Blunt time.
No, blunt time.
Blunt time.
All beside, okay.
You know blunt time's
You know,
no fucking around.
Blunt time might make an appearance in the Super Bowl.
Oh,
It's
I'm
going
sure
to be
Blunt
huge.
time's gonna make some
huge.
Let's talk about the underrated factor here in the matchup. The
Okay.
Atlanta Falcons defense has been underrated all year. They got some great players. I hate to say this, but I think the Falcons are going to take it, man.
I hope so.
I
I
really
hope
do.
you're right.
Like, I mean, honestly, like Deion Jones was a great pick out of LSU for them. The
Beasley.
Vic Beasley,
Yeah, Vic
which the
Beasley.
Saints should have had, but they decided to beat the Bucks on.
There's a
Bullshit.
Falcons fan posting in the
Yeah, I
chat.
was talking
Yeah,
to him in the
I saw
chat.
that, yeah.
I think the Falcons take it, unfortunately, but I would love to see Brady get number 5 all day.
I'm,
And if you want to talk about the game, you want to talk about baseball,
yeah,
you want to
the
talk about
hotlines
whatever,
are open right now. Yeah,
give
y'all
us a
call
call. 850-907, was it 86?
in. God damn, really, CJ?
I think it's like PMVN. I don't know the number.
And if somebody can keep me updated with the Kansas score.
Okay, yeah. 7686.
Kansas is my team. They're playing Baylor right now.
907-7686. Give us a call.
There you go.
We'll talk. We got Arsonwave here, or at least 2/5 of the members. You know, hit us up.
We can talk about all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, music.
As far as how I feel about the Super Bowl, I mean, yeah, I'm kind of right there with Adam and CJ on this one. I would love to see the Patriots win just because, as a Saints fan, I don't want to see the Falcons win. Especially, I don't know if we brought this up last week, but if the Falcons do win this game, not only the Saints lose their bragging rights over them, but on top of that, they'll be, the first team, other than the Saints, to beat Super Bowl winning quarterbacks in the playoffs to win the championship. Because the Saints, they beat Kurt Warner, Brett Favre, and Peyton Manning. And the Falcons, they will have taken care of Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, and then Tom Brady.
So three
So-
Super Bowl winning quarterbacks would be who they stop
Yeah.
to win the championship.
And the Saints currently are the only ones who have done that, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
To
if
the
I'm not
2009
mistaken, yeah.
Saints.
Yeah, the 2009 Saints did that. So yeah, I'm pulling for the Patriots on this one. You
Does
can play
it
the
count when it's that long ago, though? Really? Like
It still
2009? Do you
counts.
still
Of
count?
course.
It
that?
still counts.
What
It
is
doesn't go away.
does the Super Bowl
Super
championship
Bowl
win?
one? I mean,
Y'all
y'all
wanted-
after a while, don't you just forget about
The
that?
Packers won it the next year. Like,
Okay,
Yeah.
so Kobe
Yes, they did.
Bryant
The Packers
scored
won the
80
one the
points
next year.
a few years
Well,
ago.
I
That
know,
doesn't go
I'm talking
away.
about 2009, not 2010.
it's 1 year difference,
Well,
bro.
it's,
Like,
it's a world of difference.
no, it's not.
Fair enough.
It's 365 days. I mean,
right.
that makes it sound worse, I guess, but like, no, the Saints Super Bowl had happened. So,
Okay.
but no, I'm pulling for the Patriots. But being a realist, I think the Falcons win that game. As much I hate to say it, like I said, with the secondary, like and the running game over there in particular, two healthy, great running backs. They're gonna look good. Matt Ryan's been having a hell of a season this year. Julio Jones said it himself, like earlier this week in the press conferences. Not one guy can guard him, and as much I hate to say it, he's right.
He's phenomenal.
Easily one of the best receivers in the league. So he's looking to have a hell of a game against the Pats this Sunday. It's gonna be a great game. I'm looking forward to watching it. And CJ's like he just discovered like Facebook Live recently, and he's doing it for the second time now today.
Multitasking here.
Multitasking
We're live
here
on
on,
Facebook and
Live
on
on
YouTube.
live.
on the
Man,
Underground
I'll
Pub
tell you what,
Show.
I hope that you guys are right about the Falcons because Sunday, our bass player Casey, him and his dad are from Atlanta, or from just north of Atlanta, and they are the biggest Falcons fans. So I just hope for the sake of Super Bowl debauchery that the Falcons win because that
No.
means we're going to have a good time.
Now, okay,
Gross.
now I have to play the devil's advocate here, Nick. Biggest Falcons fans. Last time I talked to Casey, he said he did not watch one game this year and was afraid to
Yeah.
watch the Super Bowl because he was afraid he'd jinx them.
Right.
Sounds like hell of a Falcons fan, dude.
Yeah, I
Sounds like hell of a Falcons fan, man. But no, I
Isn't that
mean,
every Falcons fan?
yeah, right. I mean,
Yeah.
if they're doing well, just
Yeah.
don't watch a Super Bowl and they'll win, and
Exactly.
then you could celebrate afterwards and
Just stand outside
with
the
little
whole
with
time.
with Lil Wayne and like all the other rappers.
Samuel L. Jackson's
Lou-
a big Falcons fan.
Samuel L. Jackson. There's some other
Count Chocula, the
Ludacris, I think,
owner
is
of
from
the
Who?
Falcons.
Ludacris. That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking of. Yeah,
Count
Ludacris.
Chocula?
Yeah, Count Chocula is the owner of the Falcons fan.
The Falcons fan.
What?
He
Oh,
owns
the
the
Falcons-
Falcons
the
fan.
Falcons
Like-
team.
His
Arthur
name-
Blank.
Oh God.
Like the real Count Chocula?
Yeah.
Like the dude that has.
No, it's
Do they get
So-
It's true.
do they
Like
get,
not the
free
cartoon
cereal
character, but
and
the
stuff?
real like guy that makes the cereal.
Yes,
Like,
the guy that makes the cereal. He's a
Arthur
big Falcons
Blank
fan.
makes cereal.
He does.
Yeah, in his
What
basement.
cereal does he make?
the best
Count
kind.
Chocula.
No, what,
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, that's the Super. So that's the Super Bowl. We'll talk. We'll talk a little bit more about that as the show goes on. One thing I kind of wanted to bring up that's a little bit off the beaten topic of sports. Me and Bobo were talking about this. Bobo, by the way, I probably should have brought this up to you later, or earlier, but I didn't. But we were talking about this about a week ago, and it feels like it's worth mentioning right now. It seems like nowadays we're seeing a lot of well, it's been going on for years. The era of the reboot when it comes to movies. A lot of reboots coming out. A lot of reboots. During the this actually started during the debauchery that was going down between the Falcons and the Packers. They showed a commercial for the new King Arthur movie, which nobody knew was coming out, but apparently it is. And Bobo just went on this great fucking drunken tangent about how, why the fuck do we have this movie? We've had 1,000 of them, and there's also King Kong, and yada, yada, yada. And it's kind of this great conversation we had about all these reboots and sequels and whatever that are coming out this year. And let's talk about that for a minute, because there's a lot of them coming out this year. I mean, like I said, King Arthur being one of them. We got King Kong coming up soon.
you got the fucking
Alien.
you got the Alien. I didn't know
There's a
what
new
that one
Alien movie
even.
coming out?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
actually looks pretty
Is
rad.
it going to be
but-
a follow-up of Prometheus?
Yeah, it's-
They're making it. Yeah.
Let's explain it for a second, though.
Covenant
It's
or
a
something?
movie
Covenant?
where they land in the ship, they land on the planet, they find a spaceship, there's aliens on it, they run through some corridors, it kills some people, a girl kills it, and they fly away. I've seen that movie before, I think.
Yeah, it's
It
called
was
Twice.
called Aliens, and then Aliens,
It was
and then
Alien,
Aliens again and
Aliens,
again.
yeah.
It's like, we just saw that movie as Prometheus. Why are they remaking that same story over and over again?
Because
they
people
can
will
make
watch
it look.
Hey,
Well,
for the record,
why
I haven't
is
watched
that? Why do they
Prometheus,
watch
so
it?
don't spoil it for me.
Well, you
Oh,
kind of
man.
just did.
How? you haven't watched Prometheus before?
It's on my DVR.
good.
I haven't got around to watching
That's
it.
not
Well,
our
it-
fault, dude. If you
Yeah, that
wait
movie came out
this
years
far-
ago, bro. Like,
I was
Yeah, I haven't
yeah,
watched
that
it
came
yet.
out years ago, man.
But
Okay, well, like
Blade Runner 2. Who asked for that?
Oh yeah, I
Blade
saw
Runner-
they're redoing.
See, I didn't know that was coming out.
Yeah.
It's like 30 years after they should have made that.
No, the cocaine Cuban. What's it called?
Scarface.
Scarface, yeah.
The remake
With
of
Leonardo
that.
DiCaprio.
Yes.
I'm mad.
They're
Yep.
starring the dude from
How the fuck
Rogue
you gonna
One.
put Jack from Titanic?
Oh, I
in
thought it was
Scarface?
Leonardo
Like, that just doesn't even make sense.
Well, like the biggest one out of all of it is that they're doing King Kong again.
Yeah, again.
There's been 3 reboots of that already.
This one looks
like-
cool.
They've rebooted
The trailer looks
Spider-Man
cool.
3
This one's all about, like,
times
Skull.
in
They have.
10 years.
Well,
Three
like-
times in 10 years.
Okay, but with this, with
Power
this,
Rangers movie. Let's
and,
talk
and there's
about
the
that
Power Rangers
fucking
too. There was the
movie.
Power Rangers.
But
I
that
forgot
one's
about
gonna
that.
be good.
There is Power Rangers, and they're like they're
I'm fucking-
going.
we're wearing
I don't know if you guys have
hard
seen
Yeah,
this.
we're
But they're
going.
going
The day
for
it
it with the
opens.
Power Rangers.
They're going for
Bring
it.
it.
Going
my
for it.
kids.
It's supposed to be like the way they did the Ninja Turtles. That was a kids show.
Yeah, and they're going to go
Yeah.
for like 4 or 5 movies is what they're planning on doing.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
And like now that they do the Power Rangers, I mean that was like my favorite thing to do in 2nd grade when I came home on Fridays was to watch Power Rangers. Yeah.
Fucking right, dude.
And now they're making a movie about it, and it looks like kind of serious. Like, and I'm just
So what do you think? Do you think people are all going to see all these reboots?
I
They
see-
will. That's why they keep making them.
yeah. I mean, yeah, they will.
Power Rangers, I'll go see. I'll wait for the rest to hit Netflix.
I
see,
still like the pink Power Ranger from back in the day. She was
I'm-
sexy
Amberly?
as fuck. Yeah.
I'm gonna pass on Power
bro.
Rangers. I can't help with it with King Kong. It does look kind of badass.
Yeah, that's what's all about. It's
But-
a
but
great
Sam-
trailer, a huge explosive trailer.
Good cast too. Samuel L. Jackson, John Goodman. I mean,
Can't go
come
wrong.
on, dude. Those are good actors. And they're going off the beaten path of the actual plot in that movie too. It's not just some broad fucking gets kidnapped by a giant monkey and runs off into the wilderness. And they got to go fucking find him. There's a different There's a different
Wait for it.
plot to this
A
movie.
different giant monkey on the island in the middle of nowhere where people worship him.
Same monkey, same island, same people that worship him. But like the plot outside of
But
that
he
is
just
different.
he gives the girl
Jack Black
daps.
in this one?
No, he's not. Like, thank God. But
they have the another funny
He's too
guy.
busy
with
chasing
John
funny
Goodman's the fat
Destiny.
guy in this one. John Goodman be
Well, he
the
lost weight.
the token.
But no, what's his name? The other guy.
So not as fat John Goodman.
No, not as fat.
We'll
John
go with
Goodman.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, Jumanji 2.
Is there-
Baywatch.
Whoa,
making
what?
it-
Baywatch
Baywatch
the
and
movie.
Jumanji 2 are coming too.
Both
one
with
day.
The Rock.
Is Robin Williams going to
Fast
be in
and
it?
Furious
Yeah, Robin
8.
Williams better be in Jumanji or I'm gonna be pissed.
The
Fast and-
hologram of Robin Williams can like.
You
Dude,
know,
I
I
haven't
give you
seen
a
Red.
rundown.
Yeah, it's going to be Robin Williams
All
and
right.
Tupac.
Big
year is
corner
it?
of red.
We got Fast and Furious
I love that
8.
movie.
We got Resident Evil 6. We got
Damn.
the fucking
Resident
the
Evil
chick
movie
that wears
was
all the
alright.
black.
Hey,
That's
why do
basically a
they make
vampire.
Fast and
Under-
the Furious
Underworld.
Crazy
movies?
Underworld,
It's
yeah.
the same
Underworld.
thing as fucking
There's
Point
so
Break, but
many
with cars.
Movies that's being rolled out with reckless abandon.
Well,
Triple
they're
X Part 3.
That's
Friday
true.
the 13th
Yeah,
Part
another one.
13.
No, but
But
Xander, no, Bobo, Xander
It's
Cage.
insane.
They said like Xander Cage. That's why they did the Triple X. And then there's a new It coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They're
no,
remaking
that-
It.
That like
That
out
might
of
be
all
cool.
these reboots
Yeah.
we've talked about, the
What?
It one might be the one that actually is worth watching.
It's the one
like,
you want
Yeah.
to be
And then-
worthwhile.
I
That
just
just
saw-
lets you know
Car
Hollywood's
movies.
run out of fucking ideas, pretty much.
Cars
Oh, easily.
3.
I mean that's the
What were you saying, CJ?
By far the worst.
Oh well, yeah.
Ghostbusters,
They're
yeah.
doing
The
a new one?
Ghostbusters. No,
Chick-
I mean
oh,
we're
they
talking about
already
the
did
chick
it.
one. Like from
Chick
like,
Busters.
Well, they're supposed to do like 5 more, and they
It was
canceled
bad.
all that shit.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
fucking just done with it.
no, they. I mean, there's been a lot of bad. I mean,
Avatar. There's a new Avatar coming.
I heard that
Three
there's a sequel
more.
to Avatar
That's
coming out.
Three
Yeah.
more.
I mean, Hollywood's been doing a lot of reboots for a while now. Some have been pretty bad,
But they've
most of them
really
pretty
gone
bad.
to the well this season.
Yeah, this year it's,
2016
it
or
seems like that's
17, we're
all
gonna
that's
get-
coming out.
It's going to be something ridiculous.
Because if you look over the past couple years of all these reboots, some of them are good and some of them are pretty terrible. I mean, you look at the good ones. The Evil Dead reboot I thought was great. The Mad Max reboot I thought was great.
was good.
Yeah, I thought that was
But
great.
the cool thing about
Dredd.
that was that was all
I
done by
like
the
Judge
same
Dredd.
people.
RoboCop.
I thought it
The
was
same
okay.
people who did the original did
Mad
Max.
Max. And same with the
That
Evil Dead.
helps.
It's the
That
same
helps.
writer,
It's
same
not really a
director.
reboot.
Like, well, not
It's
same
just
director,
him
but
doing this more of a story,
Yeah.
which is what worked.
But I mean, when you look at some of the bad reboots, I mean, the first one that comes to my mind, the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot. Holy
didn't see that.
fuck! Oh my god, dude, it was. I'm jealous that you haven't seen it because I did. My girlfriend at the time took me to see it at midnight, and I walked away ashamed that I spent any money on that. It was so terrible. Like Robert Englund probably wouldn't have saw that movie and probably contemplating killing himself. That was supposed to be a portrayal of like his character that he spent a majority of his adult life on. You know, like
Yeah.
Well, you know, he just signed up for the new one.
I heard
He's
about that,
doing
yeah.
another one.
So
Yeah, I
there's
heard
another
about
one of those coming
Yeah,
out now.
thank God. Like
There's a Nightmare
it'll
on
probably be
Elm
fine
Street,
because
but
he's
with,
doing it.
Robert
Like,
Englund.
like even the Halloween reboot with Rob Zombie, it started good and then Halloween 2 happened, and it was just like, but like midway through that movie, I was just scratching myself in the head, like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like,
And I really like all of Rob Zombie's movies except for that one that he did.
The Lords of Salem,
Yeah, man.
that was retarded.
I
Like,
watched it like 3 times to make sure that it sucked. You know what I'm saying? Like I bought it because I'm like a big fan of a lot
Yeah.
of his movies. Like all
His
the,
movies are
the
usually
whole
great, yeah.
Halloween series that he did. Fucking loved it.
See, I like the first Halloween. I didn't really care for the second Halloween too much, just because it was just too confusing. Like I couldn't
didn't
really.
like
Second
it.
one is the one where he was a boy, right?
Yeah,
Well,
but
it
the
was-
thing was, they did those movies, but they like took away the entire thing that makes Halloween great, which is
But
where
it was a different
Candy.
Halloween
no,
series.
no, no, no. It's like okay, there's this guy that just kills people because he's fucking evil. Whereas now they give him a backstory.
Yeah,
and
now
like,
he's a
the
person
whole
and
reason he
shit,
kills everybody
yeah.
is because
Now he
everybody's
has
around is a
feelings.
fucking asshole.
I did.
Yeah.
I
that's
did
that's
like
why
the.
I didn't like.
I
you know.
did like the original Rob Zombie Halloween.
Yeah.
The second one was just. It's not that I hated it, but at the same time, like, as the movie went on, like, I was just confused. Like, so is Michael Myers killing these people, or is this crazy bitch killing people? Like,
Right.
it just didn't make sense. And like, the mother was like showing up every now and again in holograms and stuff. Like, it was. And like and there's apparently that movie broke some kind of record for having the word fuck said more than
Really?
any movie in ever in existence. Apparently he's like spoken like 300 times in that movie, like which I believe it too. Like Rob Zombie loves that word fuck, which is great. It's a great word. But anyways, apparently he really liked it in that movie. But yeah, reboots they're coming up strong this year. So what I'm getting at kind of is so I mean, are we just going off of like Hollywood's running out of ideas, or like is there a reason behind some of
No,
this,
because
Hollywood
they
ran
are
out of
making.
They ran
No,
out of ideas.
I think it's just
Well,
it's just the money thing right now. I think
Yeah.
they're
Money.
hot, and I think because they're hot, Hollywood's just going to keep
Crunching
going
them
to it.
out.
And
course.
another thing about these reboots, and I've mentioned this before, and I think I'm starting to get some traction on this now. The Chinese, The Chinese haven't been able to watch movies in movie theaters forever, other than government-made movies.
Chinese
Now our
don't get to watch
reboots
movies.
to us are like, fuck this, but our reboots to us are brand new, first time in the movie theater experience to them.
Right.
And I think they're going in droves to see these movies and jacking up a lot. Like like I told about Star Wars bombed over there because they don't really like the spirits in movies, and they're like, we don't really like this. So the last Rogue One, you can literally see just what's an entire city full of Chinese people. They're like, Chinese people, they're here. Everything's Chinese now. There's Chinese bodyguards that protect the Force. And now that movie was actually a success in China, and people actually wanted to go see it. So, I mean, I don't have no problem seeing IP Man in more movies. I think that's fucking awesome. But there is a method behind their madness. For some reason, the Chinese fucking love Transformers, which is why they keep producing those so much. Like, who the fuck's... I mean... Kids love it, I get it, but who is watching these movies so much to justify these huge... They make $1 billion from the Chinese alone on a Transformers movie.
Adam McFall, don't you have a Transformers tattoo?
I do. I have 2 of them.
Can you want to bust that out real fast?
Yeah, I can. I have the...
Whip it out.
Want me to dump them out?
Dump them out.
Oh, if I can get it out of here.
It's all in base.
Yeah, there it is.
I have this one here. Yep. Good old auto
Transformer tattoo. So there is 2 of them. It was just one. It was just one back in the day, but
You got Decepticons.
Decepticon over here on the other side.
which one did you get first?
I got them at the same time.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Both.
All right, so Bobo, sticking on this subject real fast, we'll move on. So out of all these reboots that are coming out, though, which one do you honestly think will actually be the one that's worth watching?
If I was to put my money on a reboot that's coming out this year, I would probably say, because it's kind of confusing what's a reboot and what's like a soft
Sequel?
reboot and
Yeah.
a sequel of a reboot. Like Prometheus is confusing. I don't know what's going on there.
A non-original
But I
movie
would
coming
say
out.
probably the best one, but most likely I think it's gonna be Blade Runner, because I think they kept it really quiet on the storyline, and we're just now getting little snippets out. I think if it fails, it's because Harrison Ford might fail in it, because he's in it apparently.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And he's been like mailing a lot of movies in lately, so we'll see how that works. But that's the first that really comes to mind. I mean, I haven't really put much thought in it, to be honest with you. But if I were to pull one out, I would say at least maybe I hope that one would be the one that actually comes out and it's actually pretty damn good. And we're like, well, that's pretty awesome. Don't make any more though. Just keep it at that.
Right.
We're good now. Just leave it and we can move along.
Nick, what do you think about these reboots coming out? What's the one you got your eye on this year?
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. I guess we should.
Me and Adam have been talking about it for like
I want
6
to like
months.
it. If it's great,
Like,
fucking
we're
yeah,
gonna
right.
wear-
It's
we're
been
gonna
longer
wear
than that.
fucking morph suits and like bring my kids and shit, and
Right.
it's gonna be fun.
Adam, do you agree with your bandmate on
Oh
this
yeah,
one?
110% Power Rangers. You know, since I was a little kid, Power Rangers everything.
It looks like it's gonna be more adult oriented, which
Yeah.
That's what they did with the Ninja Turtles. Like they made it more
Ninja
adult
Turtle
oriented.
movies are the exact same thing as the
One of
I
the
didn't
hardest
watch
things,
them,
though,
but
is giving
I know
those
Megan
a
Fox is in it,
serious
but-
movie backstory. A cartoon backstory can be fucking stupid. Kids don't care.
Yeah.
You know?
thing is, like,
but you gotta give like a
yeah.
movie, people, you have to have some sort of backstory with it, or it's just like when they try to do Dragon Ball. Try to give Dragon Ball a
God.
live action movie and give that a movie backstory. It
That was awful.
absolute shit. It
Horrible.
was shit.
Horrible.
I've never
I didn't
seen.
even
I
So,
was like,
I love
Yeah, I didn't
Dragon
either,
Ball.
but
I love
thank
Dragon
God
Ball.
I didn't really keep up with all that.
Yes, it was really.
I
Probably like
actually
the Halo movie.
before we get going,
It was
I actually have
actually,
It was
Halo
worse.
was better than that.
It was way worse than the Halo.
I have
movie.
a football related question that came up on our chat.
Oh yeah?
It said Brady is more hated than he is loved. Do you see that
No.
overall?
Well, actually, I
think
take that back. Yeah,
I'll ask
Honestly,
I take that back.
I'll
Yeah.
ask everybody.
I can see that.
Everybody here, like, you think Brady is more?
For some
hated
reason, I
than he
said
is
no
loved?
right away, but no.
In
like,
the real
I could-
world, yes. In
Yeah.
the media world, no.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
just,
that's what
like,
I was
we'll
thinking.
talk, we'll just talk about like straight fans of the NFL. So,
I
like,
think he is hated.
Okay, Bubba, let's start with you. Like,
Like what
proceed.
I said. I think one of the few people that's not a New England fan that actually likes Brady. You don't find that too often. I don't. At least in my circle, I don't see that too often.
yeah.
if you're not a fan of the AFC East, why would you not like Brady?
Because he wins all the time, and most teams don't.
He won that life.
Yeah.
He won that wife. His
Well, I mean-
kids are gorgeous. His house is great.
Yeah,
He
they
can't
they
lose
win all
a
the
Super
time.
Bowl
Like,
to save his life.
You're
Even if he
basically
gets
just
caught
hating
cheating,
because he's
he's still-
successful.
yes, exactly. A
Oh
lot of
yeah,
people-
of course.
It's one of the reasons.
I think
why.
that shit's rad,
Yeah,
but that's a
definitely.
lot of people just like, dude, he has everything. Why does he keep getting everything?
It's like
Well-
like Montana back in the day. Like all the teams in the NFC West hated him because he was their division rival. But
Yeah.
if you're a fan of
Football.
the Cowboys,
Well, I mean,
have
look
nothing
look
to
at
do with it.
look at LeBron James in basketball. A lot of people fucking hate him too, and
Not
for-
anymore, though. They're starting to come around
They're
to him
starting.
now.
They're starting to come around, but up until the
He's
last.
not the heel anymore like
Oh,
he was.
okay,
for a while.
let's backtrack to a year ago today. People fucking hated him, man. Most people didn't like him, and I mean the guy was a 2-time winning NBA championship. He's won how many NBA MVPs? Like the guy was easily the best player in the league, but people fucking
I
love to
think
hate
as he
him.
gets
like,
older, though, and he's become more mature, I guess.
Yeah.
and no more of these weird, silly announcements on TV bullshit. I think people are actually starting to come around to him.
Like,
I think a lot of that shit he did to
people
himself.
seem to like him more now that he badmouthed Charles Barkley. Like, which I mean, I mean, Charles Barkley probably like when he heard about it, he's like, oh, that's terrible. Like, but I mean,
You just wanted to say that.
yeah, I mean, I don't really know what Charles Barkley would have to say. Like, well, okay, that's cool, Charles Barkley. You don't like me? Fuck you. Like, I'm better than you. But like, okay, Nick and Adam, like,
0 rings.
Tom Brady. Like, do y'all think people love him or hate him more? Like,
I honestly think that, like what Bobo said, if you're not a Patriots fan, you're probably not going to like Tom Brady, and it's kind of hard to find people that do like Tom Brady if they're not a Patriots fan. But honestly, I'm not a Patriots fan, but as far as quarterbacks and athletes go, Tom Brady is, phenomenal quarterback for obvious reasons. Look at his hand. Look at all the rings he's got. And, maybe he can add another one.
look at
I
that
hope
way.
so.
Definitely.
I really do.
Nick,
I hope so.
Nick, what do you think about it?
I look at Tom Brady the same way I look at Alabama football. I'm not the biggest Alabama
We've
fan in
actually
the
said that
world.
before on this show.
I don't hate Alabama, but goddamn, I love watching them play football. Straight up, when you see someone that can play that good and make decisions like that, it's awesome to watch. It is awesome to watch a genius in their craft. Period. But I do think that a lot of people hate him. My wife, the biggest Broncos fan that I know, straight up, loves Peyton Manning. Like, whoa, just straight up, just loves Peyton Manning. And she fucking hates Tom Brady.
Yeah, I bet
she
she does.
reminds me of that every day. And if she's watching right now, she's probably like, "You son of a bitch! Don't say nothing good about Tom Brady."
All right, CJ,
Yo,
let's hear your thoughts. Love or hate on Tom Brady?
love Tom Brady.
Well, yeah. I mean, but explain. Like,
Because he's excellent at what he does. He's cool, calm, collected. Doesn't matter what's going on, what the pressure is in the game. He leads.
On the team. That's all
Yeah,
it takes.
dude, I mean, he leads incredible drives at the end of the game, no matter what. He has great accuracy. He's a good quarterback overall.
And he can
You know,
handle
he's
the
a
pressure.
good leader. He handles the pressure.
his wife's not bad looking.
She's a
I
flat
mean,
ass, so.
Since 2001, when he's taken over,
Chiefs with grace.
no one's been better than him. He's just been the standard leader. He's the man.
So I mean,
know-
CJ, when it comes down to it, this has been widely debated for a while now.
Sure.
Top quarterback of all time. Are we giving it to Tom Brady? Win or
Why not?
lose? Win or lose this Sunday? Do we give it to Tom Brady?
Why not?
I think, I mean,
Why not?
who else would it be?
I mean, they
He's
got
a living
you,
legend.
You got Montana's the number
Yeah,
one guy
Montana will be
that
the
everybody
runner-up,
says.
I guess. Yeah.
But I mean, Brady's been to more Super Bowls in an era where it's more salary cap oriented, whereas back in the day, these teams could hoard the players because they didn't have a salary cap. So Montana's never lost a Super Bowl, but at the same time, Brady's had to deal with the salary cap era.
He's already
You know,
been
like-
in 7
Yeah,
Super
I
Bowls.
mean-
Like, I mean,
And the two he lost were
he barely
from
lost them.
shenanigans.
Yeah.
So he could easily be 6-0 right now.
Yeah.
He's by far the greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, it's been widely debated for a long time about like how people feel about as far as Tom Brady goes, like love him or hate him. I mean, it doesn't matter if you love or hate him. He's just that good.
Yeah, draft
And-
him on your fantasy team.
Yeah, I had him. In fact, the one team I had him on in fantasy was not a trophy team for me. So
Not a trophy team.
it was not a trophy team for me, dude. I it was actually the only league I didn't make the playoffs in. Was the one that had Tom Brady. He was my only player that was good. Everybody else sucked dick in that game or in that in that league.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us, doesn't it? So, anyways,
Someone's talking about Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan has been better this year than Brady.
I don't agree with that.
No, he kind of
I'm-
has.
I mean,
honestly.
I guess he
He's
has.
been- I would say as good. I wouldn't say better.
This year,
This is the best year
season.
Matt Ryan's ever had.
It is.
Like Kyle
I'll give him
Shanahan
that.
has done wonders for the offense of Atlanta. Like
And he's on his way to Denver now next year, right? Like
no,
it's
San
pretty much
Francisco.
or San Francisco. Yeah, that's pretty much all but a done deal, correct? Like
Yes.
Who's on his way where?
Kyle Shanahan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He'll probably bring the dude from Washington with him, too, right?
I can
his
see
boy.
that, yeah.
What's his name? The quarterback from Washington?
I don't.
Kirk Cousins?
Yes,
Oh,
that's his
Kirk
boy, right? He's one that kept him in Washington when he was there. So I'm sure.
Well, I mean, is Kirk Cousins willing to leave the Redskins to do it? Like,
Well, actually, the Redskins will. I don't think the Redskins really like him, dude. For some reason, they just
do the
never seem to
Redskins
be,
ever like a
committed to him.
quarterback?
They never seem committed to Cousins. It's always
When
kinda
was the
like,
last time the Redskins had a quarterback they liked? They had RG3. They had Kirk Cousins. They didn't like RG3. They canned him after what? 2 years, 3 years? Like,
The only thing he was good at was getting injured.
yeah. The only thing he was good at was his rookie year. Amazing rookie year. Beat the Saints in his first game. Like, he had a great rookie year. I won a fantasy championship because of that guy. And then after that, it was just a giant nosedive into oblivion. Like, his first game back in the second season, he got beat by the guy that replaced him.
He started
like-
banging a chick from Florida State, and his life was downhill after that.
Was that what it was? Banging the chick
Yeah,
from Florida
he,
State?
He broke up with his wife and got caught cheating, messing around with
Are
some
you
Florida
talking
State
about
track
Mia
girl.
Khalifa or whatever?
No, she's a track runner. She's not a girl with big fake boobs and does porn.
That's
Nice.
unfortunate.
What about our guest? What do you think about the topic
For what?
for Brady? Like, you think he's the tops?
We actually just.
Yeah,
I
we
think so.
went through this
I
one.
don't know.
I think
Yeah.
he's the. I think
Did
he's
everybody
the best.
agreed?
I mean, you look at his
In
stats.
our lifetime, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's honestly, I think he's a living legend. And like I said, I'm not a Patriots fan at all, but I mean, you have to respect the guy as far as how amazing of an athlete he is, and he is a good team leader. He leads his team to victories, obviously, and like I said, look at his hand. He always deals good under pressure. There's never an issue with that.
Doesn't hurt that he plays in a shitty division.
Yeah.
Hey, the
Well-
Dolphins.
Well,
are
he
good.
made that division
Ish.
shitty though. It's like
Yeah.
they can't function around Brady no more.
Yeah,
they're just
I
they're just
agree.
useless
I
now.
think he made that division shitty.
He made Rex Ryan a fucking lunatic. He
Well,
turned
he
Rex
was
Ryan
already
into a
a
mad.
lunatic.
No, he destroyed
has
that
a
man.
Matt-
He destroyed Rex Ryan.
He
He's
has
a
a Mark Sanchez
fool now.
tattoo.
Exactly. Why do you think that was normal? You think normal people do that? No. People that deal with Brady every year.
No, I
that's
mean
who-
normal people
that's who
agree
do
to
that.
bets where they have to get a opposing quarterback tattooed on.
I
them,
was
which
getting ready to
is-
bring that up myself.
which is happening soon. Which is happening
It's
soon.
happening next week or so. I'll get it.
For those that
Yeah,
might have
next
forgotten,
week, so, like-
CJ lost a bet. You never lose a bet when you make a quarterback bet and your quarterback's Drew Brees. You're not supposed to lose that bet unless you're going against Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Well,
And now CJ has to get a tattoo.
he does.
The number
and
12 on his body.
Yeah,
I can't
know
wait. It's gonna be a great
going,
day.
It's
I mean,
going in shovel
e-
hands.
e-
box.
even as a Saints fan, I can't wait for that day to happen. I'm gonna be right there with them.
We're
I'm gonna
gonna-
get
we're
really
recording
drunk
for
that
the
day.
show.
Oh yeah.
You guys should get matching 12 tattoos.
No, that's not gonna happen because I didn't make the bet. I made the safe bet of saying Mark Ingram would get better yards than Eddie Lacy.
That wasn't
and
safe.
it
Other
was
than
very
my guy
phone call,
breaking
apparently.
himself.
It does
It
not
was a
matter.
phone
I,
call.
it
No,
does
you
not
definitely
matter.
won.
Got a caller.
We got a caller. All right, what's up? You're on the Underground Pub
Yeah.
Show with Schreiber, CJ, Bobo, and Arsonwave. Who's this?
This is Charcoal.
It's who?
Holding the griddle up.
What?
What's up,
Charcoal.
Charcoal?
What's up, Charlie? How you doing, man?
What's up, Kingsford?
Shit. There you go.
I think
What's
I
up,
remember this guy
Charcoal?
calling whenever we were first on the show.
What's up, man? What you got for us tonight, bro?
Shit, what's I got going on tonight? I can't
we're
watch the
chilling.
show tonight. I'm out
What the
working
fuck
shit.
does it look
a
like,
fucking hood.
Charcoal?
I'm playing Pokemon Go.
He's playing Pokemon
Yeah.
Go, and we're talking about the Super Bowl, man. What you got going on for us tonight?
Working, about to go drink hard.
That's what's
Well,
up, man.
yeah, there you go.
Want to call and fuck with y'all? What's up?
I mean,
What do
we're-
you- what do you-
yeah, well, I mean, you called us. Like,
That's a
what
real
you
question.
want to talk about?
Yeah, I'm calling to say who do y'all think is actually going to win the Super Bowl?
Falcons.
It seems like a lot of us are favoring the Falcons, not necessarily because we want them to win. I know Nick. I know he wants them to win.
That's my Falcon sign right there.
My co-hosts Bobo and CJ, we're kind of torn between it. We would like to see the Patriots win it.
No, I want to see the Patriots.
Yeah,
fly out.
we would
I
like
would
to see
like
the
to see the
Patriots win
Patriots
it.
win.
That's
But
it.
we're kind of thinking the Falcons might have this one. It just seems like their year. I hope we're wrong. But it does. I mean, well, caller, what do you think? I mean, what do you think between the Patriots and the Falcons right now?
Well, realistically, if Brady shows up, they're going to win it. But, I mean, the rest of the team's going to be there too. But, you know, it's fucking Brady of Nazareth, so who knows?
Do you hey caller, do you think that the absence of Gronkowski is going to make any difference in the Super Bowl?
Not really.
You don't think so?
It never really does.
Yeah, it hasn't really seemed to have been a big
Who?
yeah, right. That big giant tall guy, the white dude. Like, all right, well, caller, thank you very much for calling in, man. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
That's it.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for calling in.
Y'all be easy.
Take it easy, Charcoal.
See you, man.
This is
Yeah.
John's reaction to a live call right there.
All right, thank you very much. Call her. Make sure you call in.
That's a pimpy cast caller.
Yeah, right. Is it?
No, it is.
It is.
Nice.
All right, thank you, Charcoal. I'm glad you decided to call in on our show and ask us about something we talked about like early on in the show. All right. So,
It's like a recap.
winding down here a little bit. One thing that did happen today that we didn't really mention on it, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot that it was even happening today. But today was National Signing Day.
Yes, it was.
For colleges. Bobo, let's go ahead and look right over to you, man. Your Florida
Please
Gators.
look.
How did they do with National
I
Signing
honestly,
Day?
my first comment this morning was, I wonder what trash we're going to end up with after National Signing Day in Gainesville. And that was a serious post because I was really expecting that to be garbage. Not to call these young men garbage, but, you know. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching network things happening, and I'm starting to notice a lot of, he's been flipped. And apparently Florida went out and stole a lot of recruits from other schools and ended up, depending what you look at, but either the top 10 or the 9th best recruiting class after signing day, which was, I'm expecting like 30, 22, some shit like that. So that was actually pretty cool.
Well,
One thing
I
I
like 24 earlier in the day.
yeah. One thing I knew for sure though is that defensive players are going to keep coming because the defense is good. But there's no offense last year at all, what to speak of. So I was like, that's going to be kind of hard to convince 3 and 4 stars to come, but they came, as well as the 4-star defensive players. So the defense will be exactly where it was, which is great. Doesn't need to be changed. It's fine where it's at. But we can have a player that can throw a ball to another player, and that player can catch the ball and get a first down.
It'd be
Finally,
positive.
this year, that would be amazing, and I'll be happy for
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
That's all I'm looking forward to.
National Signing Day is always kind of a weird day because, like, 3 hours ago, it looked like Florida State and Tennessee had like a lot of great recruits.
Yeah, Tennessee got shitted on, right? They dropped.
They started great, and then it just took a
Flips,
nosedive after
lots
that.
of flips.
They got one of the top 5 recruits out of the nation this year, and then it just dropped after
Yeah.
that. And it looked like Alabama was not looking good about 3 hours. Or, well, it's been about 5 hours now. And then, of course, as the day went on, they finished off with the number 1 ranking. But
and like almost
They
broke
usually
records for ranking records.
it's the 8th time in I'm sorry, it was the 7th time in 8 years that they finished number 1.
Yeah, but they had some of the players. The skill of the players that they got was the highest amount of. I can't remember the matrix they used to figure it out, but basically they got a lot of 300 level players or some bullshit.
They got a lot of them, but in my opinion, the best story about National Signing Day, like CJ brought this up to me, was a player actually committed to Alabama, or told Urban Myers that he committed to Alabama, but didn't really. On National Signing Day, he went ahead and said he's going with Ohio State. And then Ohio State called that guy's high school, or Urban Myers called that guy's high school, said that he had taken the job for the LA Rams, and
Yeah, the guy was like, he was in tears.
like broke this kid's heart and stuff like that. Like after he committed to Ohio State, like I thought that was pretty goddamn funny. Like, but I mean, it was a crazy signing day. I know the Florida Gators did get some good players. The Florida State finished in I want to say it was the top 10.
Did you see the player named Kobe Buffalo Meat?
Is that like a for real thing?
Southern
Like-
Illinois, I think it's Southern Illinois,
Is that his last
signed
name?
a 6'7", 275-pound offensive lineman by the name of Kobe Buffalo Meat.
Buffalo Meat, the guy's last name.
Google it.
Okay.
Kobe
Cool. Well, anyways,
Buffalo Meat.
keep going while I Google Buffalo Meat.
That's his
He-
Christian name.
Yeah, well, I don't know if he's
Yes,
Christian
yeah.
with a name like that, but that is his name, Kobe Buffalo Meat.
It's like two types of. Well, I would say beef, but like
It's and then the funny thing is,
Buffalo Meat football.
can't-
There we go. Like,
Illinois
Kobe is beef.
says
isn't it?
Illinois State signee Kobe,
Kobe
Buffalo Beat
eats
breaks
up the,
the
eats
internet.
up the attention after signing with
he
Illinois
eats
State.
up the attention.
Eats up
because
the attention
it's
after
Buffalo
signing with
meat.
Illinois State.
So
But it's Kobe Buffalo Meat.
if
Just
Alabama
like
doesn't do it next year,
6'7",
Illinois
what a
State,
beast.
I got you.
premium Buffalo
Yeah,
Meat.
It's a Kobe
exactly.
Kobe
That's what I'm
Buffalo
saying.
Meat.
It's
That's
the top-
awesome.
The top of the top of Buffalo Meat. That's that Kobe
Dude,
beef.
look at this
It
guy
looks
too,
like
man.
Buffalo
Like
meat.
He's 6'7".
Yeah, like- Homeboy is fucking
big as a
all about some
buffalo.
buffalo wings. I mean, he's got some
He
balloons
looks
in the
like a
background.
buffalo.
It looks like he's in a bowling alley right now with some like.
Yeah, when you
I
get
see the
signed
TV
to-
there
to
and like
some-
the
Probably some
balloons.
Buffalo wings.
Illinois State, you do your signings in bowling.
Maybe
alleys.
some
That's all
Buffalo
Well,
I
Wild
know.
Illinois
Wings.
State, congrats on Kobe Buffalo Meat. I
He's loving
applaud
it.
y'all know that. It's
Yeah.
great.
What a name.
Great
That is-
signing. Great
I
signing.
thought I was being
changer.
trolled. I was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Nope, that's a real human."
His
Well,
parents, his parents are the ones to thank for that.
We're like I said, we're running towards the end of the show here. I want to get this out there really fast though, because we've got a Florida State fan on the show, and Florida State did really good in the the signings today, and so did Alabama, obviously. And the first game of the season next year is Alabama and Florida State, which
Been
are
waiting on this game for fucking like 7 years.
yeah, and it's a very expensive game too. It's the first game that's gonna be played at the new stadium in Atlanta, next the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta.
Lame name.
Dude, StubHub decided to let me know a couple weeks ago that if I wanted to, I could buy the tickets to that game right now. They're only
We should go.
Yeah, $500 a
Only
pop.
$500.
If you're
We-
buying like,
We shouldn't go.
we should go to a bar, we should go to a bar and watch it. How about that?
Yeah,
But-
that'd be cool.
I like that.
But
idea.
so just off of what we're hearing about today with the signings and how these two teams looked last year, Nick, how you feeling taking on the Crimson Tide next year?
I'm looking forward to it.
It's gonna be a great game. It's
And like I swear to God, I said it earlier, but Alabama is like my closet favorite football team. I fucking love watching them play football. And honestly, I'm a FSU fan all the way, but I think Bama's gonna take it because we're not looking as good as we were 4 years ago when my man Jameis Winston was on the team.
but you never know.
Not Dalvin Cook anymore either.
You still
Yeah,
got
he'll-
Francois.
He'll be gone, yeah, but Francois will be there. And I mean, and
Fucking right in the
a
pussy.
lot of people don't know this. Florida State has Alabama's number. If you look it up, Florida State's beaten Florida State's got a winning record over Alabama, and I mean, you know, who knows? I mean, Alabama's losing a lot of players this year.
Fuck you, Connor.
You mean that Connor right here?
What was it? What did I do?
No, that's him.
That's me. Yeah. He's talking shit to
I thought your
me.
name was CJ, man. What the
It's
fuck's up with
Connor
this?
Jacob.
It's
It's,
his-
the same. I'm the same guy.
It's like Hannah Montana and what's your face?
So as we're running down though, like I said, we got, as y'all have seen throughout the show,
He's talking shit to me. I'm sitting right here.
So I mean, we've had the guys from Arsonwave on the show all night time. Which, by the way, guys, thank y'all very much for
Oh,
coming
when
on.
do you
for having
us,
guys?
man.
When's your next show, by the way?
That's what I was just about to ask. You guys got a pretty important show coming up, don't you?
Yeah, February 25th. Playing at Vinyl Music Hall. A couple other good bands. Our CD release. Yep. Pimpy Cat's gonna be there. My man Kenny over here, and it's gonna be a kick-ass show. Playing with Brave New World.
Rise Up Lights and Safe Harbor.
Yeah, and our album Embrace Reality will be available February 24th, and gonna be a kick-ass time.
What day is that on?
Saturday.
Okay, that's I don't have to work that weekend.
It's actually
Danny Darko, you are correct. FSU is the shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like Arsonwave. It's a great new band. I'm very proud to know these guys. We don't only share like my band, Rain's Revenge. We don't only share a practice space with Arsonwave. We share
share a
the same
drummer.
drummer.
Also
So
share
we-
a drummer.
We share a member together.
Turpin.
Y'all are,
Yes.
Yeah.
y'all are drummer cousins.
Yes, and it's
Eskimo
it's
Bros.
funny. Mike Turpin, he's like kind of a late member to Arsonwave, but he's a founding member of my band. So he looks at it. He just kind of like does whatever with Arsonwave. And then with my band, he's like kind of looked at it now as like he figures that he like now just bosses around even more now. Like he looks at his like today, he
Running the sweatshop.
he got mad at me and my bass player today because we changed our cover profile
My
on our
bass player
Facebook.
and I.
He's like, y'all didn't tell me you were doing that. We're like, were we supposed to? Like, I mean, I guess it was like he just because he's new to Arsonwave, he's like, well, then when it comes to Rain's Revenge, everything I say goes. Which we love you, Mike. We love you so much, and you're totally
You
right.
asshole.
Yeah, but you are
He's
kind of
not
an asshole.
watching this.
No, he's not.
He's a jerk.
Mike doesn't know anything about sports.
Turpin's
So,
a douchebag. He's probably making.
hey,
sounds.
now, pipe down, bro, pipe down.
Okay, I actually like Turpin.
Yeah, he's like, oh no,
All
I
right,
actually
well,
do kind of.
anyways, guys,
Easy.
this Sunday, this Sunday we got the Super Bowl coming up. Next week we're gonna be reviewing the Super Bowl, and we've got a few more shows left before we take a small break before before we get ready for season 2 of the Underground Pub Show. A lot of cool stuff's coming up.
Yeah.
Y'all make sure you subscribe to the show.
Like
Y'all
and
make
share.
Shish kebab.
Yeah, like and share everything. Y'all make sure you check out the
Shish
Pimpin'
kebabs.
K show on Tuesdays. Y'all make sure you check out our boys Arsonwave, who've
They're
got a
an
big show
awesome
coming
band.
up soon. My band too has a show coming up soon.
What's up,
So
Chuck
like,
Brandon? Beer throw.
Yeah, Rainey's Revenge is playing with O Sleeper. Actually, in
Chuck
Pensacola,
Brandon's on the,
Handlebar. Is it the 15th?
it is the day after Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
We're playing with those sleeper. Yeah.
For the
February
record, I'm
15th.
friends with Mike Turpin, so if anybody's watching this,
Yeah, you better be backstepping.
We don't believe that.
No, we
Yeah,
don't.
we're cool.
We don't.
I'll never call you
Connor.
CJ again, Connor.
This might be a little off topic, John, but actually, I think O Sleeper is actually starting their tour that day in Pensacola.
I believe they have a show 2 days before that.
Oh,
From what I
okay.
heard. Yeah. But either way, cool.
Just kidding.
Anyways. Anyways, thank y'all very much for tuning in to the Underground Pub Show tonight. My name is Schreiber. I'm here with Bobo, CJ, and the guys in Arsonwave. We'll see y'all next week on the Underground Pub Show on the Pimpy K Multiverse Network. Peace.
Later.
go Patriots.
Go Patriots.
Falcon.
Patriots all the way. Come on.
Who
man.
that?
I have to pee as well. I've been holding this entire show.
Why don't you guys ever go before the show? So you're not playing that? Is your band playing that day as well? 25th?
Tune in every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Time for the Underground Pub Show, right here on the Pimpy K Multiverse Network.